Okay, so you can see that this is not exactly straight afterwards. Like I said in the clip, I'm going to join with this clip. This video is not edited. Everything is done straight, raw. I'm actually at home already. It's about 3.5 hours after I finished my treatment. In fact, an hour and a half because the treatment took 2 hours. And wow, definitely wow. I went there experiencing one thing, or had a mindset of what I'm going to experience, and I came out with something completely different. Perhaps a bit of a backstory. When my grandfather from my father's side passed away, I got a lot of his gifts. Yes, he used to speak to dead people. Yeah, I know it sounds funny, but it's true. And I used to hear a voice for many, many years after that, and I blocked that voice off. And when I stepped into the tank today, and I started floating, it didn't take very long, but for the first time in a long time, I heard that voice again. It was very daunting at first, but I was open to the experience and I just let it go. The voice spoke me through everything that was happening to my body. I know it sounds crazy. In fact, I'm still thinking that I'm pretty crazy, but I've decided I'm going to stop that. I'm not crazy. The voices in the head is real. The voice took me through the entire process, from the healing of my body. Yeah, some healing happened, and telling me messages. I didn't expect messages about my career to come through, and the message that I got was just keep doing what you're doing. And they gave me a time frame for the month of May, so I'll have to wait for the month of May and see what's going to happen there. Also had a very weird sort of, I felt like I was away from my body, and it was just my head. I didn't feel my entire body. It was like I was floating naturally, because I was floating. The Epsom salts make you float. That's actually why I had to come home and shower, because I was just wanting to get out, because I was like, wow. And the head part, I just felt that at one point it was just me and my head. That's all I was. And I opened my eyes, and here I am in this sensory deprivation tank, or the float tank as some people know it. And I thought to myself, is this how I felt when I was a child, unborn child in my mother's womb? And the answer came through, and it said something similar. And I was like, whoa, who said that, almost, you know? But I took it. My body was shaking at some points. And I believe that is when your body goes through a certain REM stage or something. It is quite interesting, because the people who run the sensory deprivation tanks in Cape Town spoke me through the whole process. And I wanted to say to them, yep, somebody told me about that while I was laying there, but I didn't want to sound completely insane. There were lots of messages that came through for certain people in my life, but I will give them that individually, just in case they don't like the idea of me sharing this on YouTube or wherever it's going to go. Speaking about that, I was told to put the video together and put it on YouTube, put it on my YouTube channel. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing that. I'm decided to just listen. One of the messages that came through was quite profound. Apparently there was, or rather were, a couple of traumatic experiences which happened to me. I went all the way back to when I was 3 years old, and I saw my mother's father laying in his coffin. So I need to speak to my mom about that. And then there were some other traumatic experiences came up as well. And some of them took me back 20 years. I'm not that old, just saying. And what else can I tell you? The one thing I got told was just keep doing what you're doing. And what I really liked is that whoever was speaking to me, whichever guide it was, it said, I'm here, and then disappeared. After I said, no, don't go, it stayed. Or he or she, or the energy stayed. The energy said to me that I must just keep doing what I'm doing and keep making people happy. It's just said, just keep doing that. Keep putting smiles on faces. And I love that, because that's part of what I would like to do. What else can I tell you? The messages that came through was, one of the messages that repeated was, you are holistic. You are fine. You are holistic. You are fine. Just be. and love. And I was told to share that, so I tweeted it straight afterwards. I'm blown away. I'm feeling calm like I expected, and I don't think it's because I had the flu. I walked out, and naturally, because I was in the dark, I was more sensitive to light and sound immediately. But right now, you can't feel it, you can't see it, but my peripheral vision is just better. I don't know. I feel more aware and more deep. That's how I feel. I mean, I was in the tank for 2 hours, and there was at one stage where I started seeing colors as well. I know the guy who runs the thing says that perhaps you were looking at your own aura. I was like, oh, okay, who sounds crazy now? But it's very possible the colors green and white came through. I'll have to research that. I've washed the Epsom salts off now, and I think I've got some reflecting to do. And that is my experience.